Hello music lovers, wherever you may be. We're going to read a lead sheet today, and the song that we are going to play is Take the A Train. Take the A Train, the introduction. I'm not going to talk too much about the introduction today. We're just going to work on the chords in the first verse, or the A section. So the first chord there is a C with a triangle. Now a triangle indicates a major chord. We're going to use C major, and we're going to make this a C major 6th chord, just because I happen to know that this chord, a nice 4-note chord, is going to sound more appropriate in this song. So C 6th, major triad plus a 6th. Now our next chord is D dominant 7th. It says D7 altered. We're going to ignore the altered part and just play D7, which means D dominant 7th. Take a D major chord, look for the root, and go down a whole step. All right, that gives you down 2 notes from the root. 1, 2, down 2 whole half steps. So from here to here, D7th. Okay, our next chord is D minor 7th. We just take a minor triad, add the same 7th. It's a 1 whole step down from the root. Here's the root, go down a half step, another half step, makes a whole step. So there's D minor 7th. G 7th is our next chord. The name is G dominant 7th, but you'll never see an abbreviation for dominant 7th other than just whatever the root is, in this case G, and a 7. So G7 means G dominant 7th. It's a major triad, and you take your root and move it down a whole step, and there's G7. And our last chord, C triangle again. We can do C major 7th this time if you like. C major. We used a 6 last time, we'll use a 7 this time. And notice that the major 7th chord has a triad. You look for the root and come down just a half step. See, there's no black key in between, so this is only a half step from C to B. That's C major 7th. And then we have to play D minor 7th and G 7th, both in the same bar there under the first ending. So once again, the A section. Now when we get to the second ending, we need a G minor 7th and a C 7th. So G minor 7th is here. There's our G minor triad. And again, we look for our flat 7, or the 7 that's a whole step down from the root. So move your thumb down from G to F. There's G 7th, G minor 7th. C dominant 7th is next. Now we had a C 6th, we had a C major 7th, but a dominant chord, which is always indicated by the root C and the 7. Number 7, so C7, it's going to be a major triad plus move it down a whole step, C7. Next chord, F triangle, so it's F major, and we'll make it major 7th. All right, and remember the major 7th, down half step from the root. There's F major 7th. Our next chord in the B section is D 7th, we've done it before. And then we've got a D minor 7th. G7 flat 9, and we're going to ignore the flat 9 for now. G dominant 7th, the triad plus the 7, that's a whole step down from the root, or the flat 7. Okay, and then we're back to the letter C here, which is really just the A section again. So here's the whole song.